All right. Who wants to go play Pokemon Go and catch the Pokemon with me? All
I'm happy
right.
out.
This is a side new trend that has been taking over the world, but the origin of this story actually came from a very sweet tale. It came from a man's idea from a childhood hobby that he had in Tokyo, Japan suburbs. The name Satoshi Tajiri. I think that's how you say that. Now I want you to imagine yourself in your childhood home. Think back on a time when your curiosity was the best, or at its highest, and you found a ladybug for the first time. And you saw the round shape and the little legs and the black or the red shell with the black spots, and it just amazed you. And you watched the ladybug crawl up your finger and just fly away, and it just left you in awe. These are the kinds of amazement and wonder that leads to great creations. Satoshi Tajiri was born in 1965 in Tokyo, Japan. He was a child of nature and curiosity. In Time magazine interview in 1999, he explained his childhood hobby of collecting insects. They fascinated me, he said. They were odd. Every time I found a new insect, it was mysterious to me. Apparently, bug collecting in Japan was like a huge thing. Like, this is what they did. Um, Him and his classmates would actually get together and see who could catch the most and the rarest of the bugs. Um, he would explain. He then explained about how they had competitions on who could catch the most beetles. All his classmates would always use honey to try to lure beetles in to catch so they could catch them and everything. But Satoshi, what he did was actually read and study about these beetles and found out that they enjoyed sleeping during the day under rocks. So what he did was take a giant rock, plant under a tree, wait till the next day, and he would actually have more beetles than the rest of his class all combined. He actually gave him the nickname Dr. Bug when he was little. It wasn't until 1990 when Satoshi was able to work with Nintendo to develop his own video game. He used his childhood hobby of collecting insects as an inspiration for making his game. It took him many years, but in 1996 he actually developed his the first Pokemon game versions. Um, they were versions blue, red, and green, each with the cover art of one of the starter Pokemon that you get in the very beginning of the game. You get a choice of 3 Pokemon. There was a blue version, Blastoise, red version, Charizard, and green version, which was Venusaur. Each one highlighted. The green version was only released in Japan, though, so that left it just red and blue for the Americans. Though each game, all 3 games contained all 151 original Pokemon, they had a very clever strategy of how to distribute this game. So though all the games had the same Pokemon, only certain versions of the game had certain Pokemon. For instance, if you just got that blue version, you get home and you can't wait to play it, and you just like, I want to catch my Pikachu. I can't wait to catch it. But it turns out that Pikachu is only available in the red version. This is a very clever strategy by them to um, encourage player interaction with each other, as well as boosting their profits. So not like other people were able to trade Pokemon amongst themselves, but they also just made more money because other people were just buying all 3 versions of the game so they could get them all. But before the game could go into production, they had to come up with a name for the game. The first name that they decided to go with was Pocket Monsters. Due to the mechanics of the game, you throw a ball at a creature, catches in a ball that you can fit into your pocket, which is why they wanted to call it Pocket Monsters instead. But when Nintendo got a hold of it, they licensed it and decided to shorten it to give it a more appealing name, which they came up with Pokemon. Satoshi, in development of the game, he used a lot of real-world influences to develop a lot of his Pokemon. For instance, here's the Poliwag. Poliwag is the tadpole Pokemon. Its real-world influence is the tadpole. If you actually look at a tadpole's belly, you can see its intestines because it's so transparent. So the swirls on this Poliwag is supposed to represent the intestines of a tadpole. So that was part of that real-world influence. Other real-world influences that they used was Japanese mythology. So Growlithe here was real-world influence was the Shisa, which is a guardian tiger statue with dog and tiger-like traits, which kind of gives it like the dog look with the stripes. Other real-world influences included actual real people in Japan when they were making this game. For instance, Ebi Waller and Samamura. These two were influenced by real-world people. Ebi Waller was influenced by the world flyweight boxer Hiroku Ibihara, and then this one was referenced by the demon of kickboxing, Tadashi Samawara. So they actually used their names to help with the naming of the Pokemon as well, which was the Japanese version of the name. Whenever the game got translated into English, they had to change a lot of the Pokemon names to make it easier for people who speak English, stuff like that, to pronounce these names. So when they renamed these two Pokemon, for instance, this was Hitmonchan, this was Hitmonlee, respectively referencing Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee. So not only was it easier to say, but also referenced people that a lot of people would also understand too. Like they get it, the Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee. Other influences that they used to name the Pokemons was like for Pikachu. Pikachu was actually a slang term in Japanese that they used to combine. Pika was is a word that the Japanese use to explain what an electric spark sounds like. So if they hear electric spark, they say it sounds like Pika. Chew is the sound that they say a mouse makes. So when you put it together, roughly speaking, this is the electric mouse Pokemon. So that's how they got Pikachu as the name. Whenever the game finally got developed and they started making the animated series and the cartoon and everything, Pikachu hit the map. He was globally known by everyone. But what if I told you that Pikachu wasn't supposed to be the original frontman of the game and the animated series? The frontman originally was to be this little guy. This is Clefairy. When Nintendo was making this game, they wanted it to appeal more to a girl demographic, since a lot of the games during that time that were coming out were leaning towards boy demographics. So they wanted something a little pink and softer to help influence girls to want to play the game. The developers of the Nintendo or the Pokemon animated series didn't like that too much. So they did a trial run and they decided to try it with Pikachu. What they found out was that Pikachu was still cute and lovable by girls, but still tough and cool for the boys. Thus, the star was born. That's how everyone ends up knowing Pikachu. Since the animated series came out, the popularity of Pokemon just catapulted. As of 2013, the media property, including games, movies, and merchandise, had, according to Nintendo, gross revenues of $37.76 billion worldwide and over $2 billion in 2014 alone, with over 200 million games sold. Since the release of Pokemon Go in July 2016, Nintendo's stock jumped about 34% according to Forbes magazine. Now, as of today, there are over 800 different kinds of Pokemon from the original starting of 151. They expanded so much since 1996, there have been over 27 different Pokemon games with more in development as we speak. Pokemon Go has a lot to catch up on, but just recently they did an update for 80 more Pokemon to be able for people to catch out in the wild. With the growing popularity of Pokemon, I'll imagine more updates will be coming out. Now that you know a little bit more about Pokemon and how it came to be, who wants to go catch the Pokemon? All right. That's it. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
There are over 800?
Over 800.
Because I only caught 114 and you're really depressing me.
I don't know if I stopped.
Did you? No. Oh, but anyways, I want to thank Christina for letting me use her house, and these are all her family and friends. Can everybody please jump in the video?
Edgar, get in there.
You get the space part.
Did once. It didn't work.